So welcome back to my YouTube channel, the Yokes Journal, and as usual, tuko hapa to educate you, to help you learn, to enjoy ourselves also. So as you can see, first of all, I'm wearing the shirt People of the Bean. These are a really good brand with one of ours, a very good man. Yeah, he's called John, and you can also find this if you can just contact us and try to order yours. Yeah, because we are the people of the bean. We are going to talk about coffee today, and leo niko na one and only. We are going to meet him today. Thank you, my guy Joe.
What's up?
Kofiti
Piche kabisa.
bas.
Yes, this is for you.
Thank you so much. Hey, I have one cup of coffee here.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. So this is my guy Joe. He's going to introduce himself. First of all, you can go on.
Yeah. So my name is Joe. I work at Spring Valley. I'm the head of coffee.
Yeah.
Yes. And I love coffee.
As usual, let me first take the first sip. Last time nilisema nilete espresso. This time round nimeleta black coffee.
How is it?
Very good. Firstly, I think inile naitwa sijui gome. Bas, that's it. We are enjoying coffee today with my coffee person. So, first of all, Joe, with this journey of coffee, I would love for you to start by telling us, okay? Tell us a bit about yourself in the coffee journey, how you got into the coffee industry, and what inspires you every day.
Wow. What got me into coffee? My coffee journey started quite a while
Okay.
ago. I'm talking about 13 years ago. Okay. 13.
Okay.
If not more. Yeah, and I got into coffee through, it was just mere curiosity.
Okay.
I went to intern at a certain place.
Okay.
It wasn't in Kenya. It was a hotel. When doing my thing,
Kwa hivyo tuseme umepepea.
I saw a coffee machine.
Uh-huh.
And my first thought was, what is a car engine doing here? Okay, I thought it was a car engine.
Okay.
And then I saw a barista do his thing.
Okay.
First, the aroma was amazing.
Okay.
It was to die for.
Okay.
And then the art, it wasn't all that looking back, but it was nice. It was nice. It was the first time I'm seeing this thing.
Okay.
So I got curious and something clicked.
Okay.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
It's so nice even to have to hear your story from the past, being the first persona here. Yeah. You guys being the second persona, of course.
Yeah.
So what exactly, because today we are going to talk about specialty coffee. What exactly is specialty coffee, okay? How is it different from regular coffee, like Nescafe and every other types of coffee? How is it different?
That's a good question. By definition, specialty coffee is coffee that scores 80 points
Okay.
on a 100-point scale, according to Specialty Coffee Association.
Okay.
But to me, I choose to define it other way.
Define it your way.
Specialty is all about the final cup, obviously. Okay, what you're tasting in the final cup. Okay, and is it traceable? Okay, can you trace this coffee all the way back to the farm when it grew?
Okay.
How was the coffee sourced?
Okay.
Was it ethical sourcing?
Okay.
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 What is, by you drinking this coffee, how are you impacting the farmers or the people who are involved in the value chain?
Wow.
Okay. Are they benefiting from it?
So that's specialty.
That
coffee
is specialty coffee.
Wow.
Yes.
Very great story, guys. A very great story from one. Okay. So, what are the main factors that influence, the taste and the quality, the flavor of the cup? What are the main factors?
One thing, specialty coffee is about attention to detail.
Attention to details.
Okay.
Please note it, guys.
First thing, soil.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where did this coffee grow? What was in the soil? Okay. That is the origin. Okay. Soils have minerals, microminerals, macrominerals, and they influence the attributes, the final cup. Okay. For example, If soil has a lot of potassium, you're likely to have coffee that is highly in acidity. Okay, Kenyan coffee being known for having the highest acidity because our soils are volcanic soils, or rather where coffee grows. Okay, soils affects climate. I mean, rainfall in the place, temperature. Okay, elevation, altitude. Okay,
As we can even talk about elevation today,
Yeah.
we are talking about coffee. We are at a place of high elevation, A very good place, guys, as you can see.
Yeah.
A very good place,
Yeah. So a lot happens, a lot influence the final attributes of the coffee. Okay. Also the cultivation activity of our farmer.
Okay.
How are they cultivating the coffee?
Okay.
How are they processing the coffee?
Okay.
Primary process affects the taste of the coffee.
Okay.
If you choose to process your coffee the washed way, it will taste a certain way.
Okay.
If you choose to do natural processing, it will taste a certain way.
Okay.
If you do experimental process, it will also taste a different way.
There is also experimental process.
So that's processing.
Okay.
From processing, grading, which coffee are you choosing? Which grade of coffee? Different grades taste different.
Okay.
From there, it comes to us as roasters. How are we profiling the coffee? How are we roasting it? Are we bringing out the best from the coffee by just choosing what roast profile to roast this coffee on? Okay. And then it comes to baristas. Okay. So coffee, specialty coffee.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yes.
I forgot to mention, like, this guy here is a quality control guy. If you want good cup of coffee, he's your guy. He checks out on the quality of this cup of coffee. That's why today I'm enjoying a sip of coffee.
Yeah.
I think we'll be going down this way.
Yeah.
From here, I'm going to ask you some more different questions, okay? So, I would love for you, you were explaining about soil, latitude and everything, okay? I would love for you to explain the importance of the origin of coffee bean.
Just like I mentioned, about origin. You mean a country or something? Or
Yeah, mostly country.
Yeah. So different regions or origin will have different weather conditions, weather patterns, different soils. Okay. So a Kenyan yourself will not taste the same as either a Panama geisha,
okay,
or a Ethiopian herring. Okay. They will have different taste profile. Okay. And that is what speaks to you when you have a coffee.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, you hear that? I would love for you also to tell us about the process from bean to cup. That's mostly the process which so many people do not know about. Please talk about it.
Okay. So the process, like I mentioned earlier, starts from the farm.
Okay.
From the farm, obviously, a coffee grows. Okay. After a couple of years, you selective pick the right cherries. Okay. And then depending with the process you want to take your coffee, you will process primary. Okay. If it is washed, you will take it through a wet mill. If dry processing or natural coffee, you will dry it. Okay. From there, you take the coffee to the millers. From the milling, comes to roasting. From roasting to brewing. Yes.
So it's all about that.
It's all about
the
that.
process.
The process.
Now from the bean, we got into the cup. So let's jump into you now, okay? At least from that one, you can get to know everything about some things about coffee. You can get to know, you have known about specialty coffee. Now we get into those, like, I would love to ask you, like, how does a day in your life seem like? And what are the most proudest moments in your life?
How does my day look like? There is no day that is the same. There is a day you'll find me in the farms. Okay. Sourcing coffee. There are days you'll find me dialing in espressos in an espresso machine. There's days you'll find me roasting coffee. There's days you'll find me training. Training baristas, training roasters, training the trainers, training cuppers.
Wow.
There are days you'll find me sorting out an espresso machine. So yeah, there is no
So
one day that is the same as the other.
You've dealt with even so many different types of espresso machines, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And what's your most proudest moment
My most proudest moment
in your days?
Wow, there's quite a lot, but one thing that I'm proud of is this. Okay.
Okay.
Seeing you drink a coffee and make that facial expression.
Okay.
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 Because I saw you take a sip and you're like, wow. Okay.
Okay.
That is my proudest moment, knowing that I can make a day just by serving someone a cup of coffee, a good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one.
Okay.
Okay. Two is the people I've trained over the years.
Okay.
Like being that mentor to them, because we've trained quite a few people.
Okay.
Yeah, so that also keeps me grounded, it keeps me motivated. Yeah, because of the things. Obviously, their lives have changed as a result of having these skills, having the knowledge. Yeah, that is quite validating to me.
And guys, you need to ask yourself, what's your most proudest moment in your life? What's your most proudest moment? How does a day in your life look like? And what's your most proudest moment? His proudest moments are me enjoying this cup of coffee, the trainees who have passed through him, you know, at least them moving and growing and learning so many things. It's like a motivation to his life, you know. And that puts us to the next question. What are the biggest lessons or surprises in your journey that you've found and learned? Yeah.
In coffee, there's one big surprise and
Tell me
lesson that I've
about
learned.
it.
In coffee, one small change makes a very big difference.
Okay.
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 Let me unpack that for you.
Please do.
For example, yeah, 1 gram of coffee.
Okay.
Okay. When you're extracting there, plus or minus, makes a whole lot of difference in the final cup. 1 degree temperature, plus or minus, when you're roasting that coffee, dramatically changes the whole coffee taste. Okay. So small changes makes a whole difference to the quality and taste of the coffee.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. For sure. You've had that for real. I'm even processing. I'm even processing, you know. Because I'm like, how did you even ever learn about all these things? You know? Did it come like just like naturally? Did it come like from listening to people, from seeing? Was it so fast like a blink of an eye? How did it come to all this?
Curiosity.
Yeah.
Wow. Just curiosity.
Guys.
Because and that is one thing that I always encourage people to have.
Okay.
Always having the curiosity. How did the coffee get to your cup?
Okay.
What was the process leading to that? Okay. And how did it affect? Or what did it add into the cup? Yeah. And what could have gone wrong?
Okay. So it's all
when
about
you start
curiosity.
now learning and working backwards, you get to learn a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, I hope you have that curious question always. Please, when you try to find the answer on that curious question, it's when you get to understand so many things and learn so many things. Yeah. Guys, I wish you were here to enjoy this coffee with me. And Joe.
Yeah.
For sure. Joe. Joe is his name. Joe. Very good name, by the way. So let me ask you another question. What always keeps you motivated, you know? Like, you know, this life is not so easy. As you can see, we are in Kenya. So many youths are trying. It's difficult for so many people. It's not so easy. But the way you're here, what has motivated you? Nini imekuweka going, you know, into this world, pushing every day.
Yeah. Just like I said, just seeing people enjoying good cup of coffee. That's I think that's very, you know, yeah. Seeing you enjoy that cup of coffee motivates me every day. Okay. Also, the work that goes into having this coffee here.
Okay.
The farmers, their resilience, despite a lot of challenges. They keep on pushing, and they give us the best that they can. Okay, and that is very motivating. Okay, like they are working very hard.
Okay.
Yeah, why should I not
Work hard also. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a very good one.
Yeah.
Tell me, please, the challenges that you have ever faced and the ones that you have overcome, in your life, apart from even being like in the coffee industry,
Yeah.
challenges which you have faced as a young Kenyan, a young normal man. Okay, tell me the challenges which you have faced and how you overcome them.
There's plenty of challenges.
Okay.
Of course, imposter syndrome, fatigue, physical fatigue. Coffee is also like changing every day.
Okay.
In the position where I am, I have to know more than other
Everyone.
people.
Okay.
So that I can at least train them, or I can show them the way.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee is a very fast growing
Commodity. Yeah.
industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot like changing. So you always need to be on top of things.
Okay.
So you need to be updated
Mm.
on trends, on emerging issues.
Okay.
Yeah. How I've overcome that is to obviously keep myself grounded.
Mm-hmm.
I am also surrounded by people like who uh, keep me, like motivate me to keep on going, to continue doing what I do.
By the way, guys, I even forgot to mention, Joy is the quality control in Spring Valley Coffee. Spring Valley Coffee is a brand which roasts coffee from different regions in Kenya. And not just coffee, but specialty coffee. Today, as he was explaining to you what specialty coffee is and all about his life, I hope you're getting motivated back there. I hope this changes your life. I hope this enlightens you to learn more. Okay? So, Joe, I would love to ask a very, very good personal question, okay? While you were in high school, did you ever think that you would have become like something like this? Or did you ever think that you'd be like in the coffee industry? Tell me about it.
Never.
Getting done with high school,
No.
what was in your mind?
When I started the coffee journey, my grandfather was like, unaenda kupikia watu kahawa. Like to him, he thinks
Okay.
like this is the normal coffee that you make. Like there isn't much that
You
goes
need to
on.
do,
It's
yeah.
just like weka coffee, chemusha, kunywa.
We.
Yeah, so I never saw myself, especially back then, like 13 years ago, there was only one coffee school in Kenya.
Okay.
So just like
Which one was that?
The Dorman school.
It was only that one.
That was the only school.
Okay.
And it was pretty new by then.
Okay.
Yeah, so there wasn't much happening.
Okay.
Actually, I can't even compare what we are training people now versus what we learned.
Okay, yeah.
It's quite a difference.
It's a very, very huge difference.
Yeah. So I never for once saw myself taking the coffee path. I actually didn't know there's anything that you can do in coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. So from high school, normal, you do post high school learning, and then
Learning here and there.
you get to coffee through curiosity.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. That's a very good thing, guys. That's a very good thing. I hope you're getting motivated. Hapo mwenye uko high school hapo, guys. There's a lot more kuhusu kahawa than what you know, okay? As you can see here, our guy Joe, it's been 13 years in the coffee industry. And what he has done, what he has achieved, what he has learned, I think he's also my motivator because, I usually check up onto him and I'm like, I want to be, one time I want to be where that guy is. I'm like, that's it. We are moving on. Tunapanda mti, tunataka kufikia ile matunda yenye iko huko juu, So, how is specialty coffee evolving? 13 years ago when you're getting into specialty coffee, how has it evolved?
Wow, a lot has happened.
Okay.
Like now we are seeing different trends in terms of processes.
Okay.
Back then we had the traditional coffee processing, the washed, the natural, the honey. Now we are seeing carbonic maceration, the aerobic and anaerobic fermentation, like the fruit fermentation. There's a lot happening on that side.
Okay.
in brewing, I mean, there's a lot of equipment that are coming up, specialty brewing equipment. Okay, there's also coffee is also taking technology in. Okay, in terms of we're growing, roasting, like we are using now softwares such as Cropster.
Yeah.
That helps you see what's happening during roasting, adjust curves, and you're seeing all these remotely. Okay.
Okay.
Like whatever they are roasting up there, I can see it on my phone.
On.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whatever they are tasting, I can also be able to see from my.
So it's not a must for you to be there.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that are happening.
Technology.
Positive changes.
Yeah.
Okay? And coffee is also becoming more traceable. You know, and people are embracing all these changes.
Okay.
Traceability. Yeah.
That's a very good one, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me go to most our least and last question. What advice can you give to someone who wants to get into the coffee industry, who is watching from there? That person who wants to get into the coffee industry.
Start where you are.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. Brew home coffee at home.
Okay.
Buy a specialty coffee brewing equipment. Try. Ask questions. Read about coffee. Yeah.
Okay.
Visit cafes, roasteries. Yeah, and get to learn something about coffee. You never know.
For sure.
Yeah.
You see, even today, he made for me like a very good cup of coffee using this equipment. It's called a Chemex.
Chemex, yes.
A very good clean cup of coffee comes from this one, which I'm enjoying today. Najua mnadhania inakaa wine. Yeah, it's not wine, it's coffee, guys. It's coffee. So, thank you. That's it for today. Thank you for enjoying the talk between me and Joe. Thank you so much, Joe, for even being here. Thank you for everyone who has been here to my cameraman hapo nyuma. Asante sana. Even the view is giving. I'm enjoying coffee with nature because coffee comes from the farm, right?
Yeah.
Coffee with nature. Thank you so much, Joe.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.